Hi there, my kitty fans. I know I don't do this very much, but today I decided I would speak to you guys a little bit. As most of you know, my channel reached and surpassed the 200 subs recently, and I would like to take the opportunity to say thank you again to all of you for sticking with me and for finding me interesting enough to sub in the first place. Usually I upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but if you follow me on Twitter, you might have seen my tweet saying that I wasn't feeling well yesterday. For most narrators this isn't such an issue because they prepare beforehand. For me, well, I record, edit and upload on the same day. This started out as kind of an insurance, I guess, that I would upload no matter how bad I thought the video was. In the beginning I was afraid of over-editing my voice and video, and in the end end up with something very fake. So doing it all in one day not only made me learn the tools fast, but also made sure that I wouldn't keep going back and changing details until it seemed over-edited. I am more secure with my narrating now. Some of you may have noticed that I no longer add a bass boost to my voice. As I grow more confident with myself, I let my real, unedited voice shine through, and I hope you guys like it. This all being said, I do still have many insecurities which I am trying to work through. One of these is a live stream. I joined Mr. D and the gang on the BDRP live streams, but that is almost easy. There is always a topic and I get to be a little bit of the comic relief and pick on people. Having my own would be very different and I would have to build up the courage for that. Now for the story. I am very fond of this one. This is my first ever subscriber submission. It was sent to me by Mr. Corner, a loyal fan who has been with me from almost the beginning. I've had it for some time, and the reason that I kept putting it off was because I wanted it to get the attention it deserves. So before I start the story, I would like to give a big meow out to Mr. Corner. Thanks for being such a great fan. For all of you who have Twitter and haven't followed me yet, please consider doing so. I post updates sometimes. I'm not much of a Twitter person, but in cases like yesterday that I'm not feeling well and I won't upload, that's probably where I will let people know. And now for the story. True story. A few years back, me and my friend would always be bored and always wanted to find something to do. One Friday night, during a hot summer night, neither of us were able to sleep. So, instead of us staying in my house and watching a movie or two, we decided we would go out to do something else. It was about 3 in the morning and we went through all the ideas in our heads on what we could do. After sitting around and going through every dumb thing we could do to pass our time, we decided that we would go to the old abandoned house in my neighborhood. Now this house was always the creepy house in the neighborhood. To give a little background, when I was about 10 or 11 years old, I was going for a walk around the area and walked past the house. While I was about 50 yards away, I heard really loud screaming coming from inside the house, and I saw a girl run outside on the phone. When I walked by the house, I looked through the front door and saw all the way through into the backyard. While looking in, it took a while for me to process what I was seeing. I saw a man leaned over giving someone CPR. I stood there for a bit, not really realizing what was going on, until I heard the sirens. The family moved away shortly after, and it's been empty since. Now to go back to the story. Me and my friend wanted to go into the old house and see what was in there. We went through the back, which was just separated by a wall and an empty field. When we got to the back, we both jumped over the wall into the backyard. There was a bunch of old furniture and the pool. Now we thought that it was a bit weird for an old house to have a clean pool with water, a running filter, and working lights. We looked around for a bit, trying the back door. All doors and windows were either locked or boarded up. When the back door didn't work, we went to a window and looked through to see inside the house. We looked around for a bit and didn't see much until I glanced into a window to my left. I saw a little boy standing in the house through the window looking down. I only looked for about 2 seconds before I grabbed my friend and dragged him out of the house. We ran all the way back to my house and I explained what I saw. Since then, people have moved in and out of that house and never stayed for more than a few months.